Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 ba. Do 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 do. You're late. I mean, I bought the shit I needed to buy, man. What's good? Hey, bro, I was probably in health, man. I'm trying to get 10K steps in a day, and I was getting my steps in before I went live. Saw truth vid. No. First stream, what's up, man? Classy. What's up, dude? Shannon, thank you for the 14 months. All right, bro. Here we go. Let's go in. So we can all laugh. Is that what Truth is mad about? Hang on, I did want to look at something really quick before we... Hang on. Hell yeah, bro. Let's go. Okay. I actually need a baby. That's so funny. I think I might need 21 too. Wait. No, I don't. Chase, what's up? How are you? Just remember, I used to be a founder. God, that sucks so bad. All right, let's go. Here we go. Let's go, man. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, what am I trying to type in right now? Oh, that's it. There we go. All right. This is my year, or should I say this is our year, because Vegeta after Vegeta, we are here for a Super Saiyan God Dokkan Festival LR Vegeta. I got a lot of tickets. Here we go, bro. Here we go. Now, the only thing I don't like about tickets is that you don't get nearly enough pity to go towards, sorry, coins to go towards pity. I gotta be honest. That part kind of sucks because I'm still spending money, Dokkan. So like, I get that maybe you see it as like better value or something, so you can't give me like better pity points, whatever it is. but I would love it if, you know, we could up that just a smidge. Either way, unironically, we've got Baby on here, and I do need 3 copies of him. Now that I've called this out, I'm going to be pulling him left and right, and we're not going to get the Vegeta. But I do just want to let you guys know, if you didn't click and you didn't watch, my summons for LR Piccolo were absolutely dog, okay? They were so bad. I really need a W right now. And the up in the airness of what is happening with Golden Week, because they're still going to do Golden Week. I just have, like, I don't know. I just don't believe they're not doing Golden Week, but it is going to be likely quite a bit different. Probably a unit releasing on Goku Day. I think they would be insane. Obviously we don't know what they're doing. I think it would be crazy if they dropped this Dokkan Fest LR this week, dual Dokkan Fest next week for Golden Week, and then also did the Part 2 LR, and then rolled that into an end of May Dokkan Fest as well. Like, that is so many characters. And I saw people saying they were like sad at the idea of not getting a dual Dokkan Fest. And maybe this is like crazy for me, right? But I've kind of been on this energy for like a while now. But like they've slowly phased out like T-Wars in terms of T-Wars having this like very big appeal. And every time when I've said this most recently since 11th anniversary and on, people love to bring up the anniversary units, not the anniversary units, the New Year's units, right? With the Gammas and Gohan and Piccolo. And I'm like, those units were cool. I mean, they were cool for New Year's Dokkan Fest, but like, I don't know, they're just okay to me. Like, T-Wars are just okay. Like, if there's a character I've been, you know, wanting for a long time, it's kind of like with Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Now, I love that we got this one. I really still want a DBS Broly Super Saiyan God Vegeta 2. But if I ever get Super Saiyan God Vegeta in the game, do I want him to come out as a T-War Dokkan Fest or an LR of some sort? Obviously, I want him to come out as an LR of some sort, right? Better, higher stats, more animations, likely better animations, and just gonna generally have a lot more to the character specifically. So I am going to, obviously, if, you know, Gappy came to me right now and said, Nano, we're making Super Saiyan God Vegeta, would you like him to be a Dokkan Fest T-War or a Dokkan Fest LR? Bro, Dokkan Fest LR, what are we talking about? So that's kind of why it's like, I get that there are a lot of really cool themes that we kind of lost out on that you obviously can do with Golden Week, and being able to, you know, work in a really cool, you know, villain versus hero sort of situation that we usually have for Golden Week, and we didn't get that. But I think for me, this is really cool, right? This a Xenoverse 2 crossover, first ever crossover like LR character. I think that is a sacrifice I will personally take as someone who's been playing this game for, you know, closing in on 11 years. That is something I didn't start when the game released first on JP. Please, dude, please Dokkan. This unit will forever haunt me, bro. I got so shafted on her banner, so shafted, like 3,200 stones until I pulled my first copy of that absolutely garbage unit. She was pretty good. It's just, you know, Universe 6 just sucked. Still sucks. Anyways, that unit haunts me to this day. I don't like seeing that unit. 2023 unit already's got negative aura, right? And then it's no offense to Kel, but it's Kel by herself. And then on top of that, she cost me 3,200 dragon stones, which equates to a lot of US dollars. So I'd rather that not be a thing that happens. Now, can I somehow in this game go 130 tickets without pulling a single copy of the new LR? Let's find out. Stay tuned on today's episode of Does Nano Get Shafted in Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle? And I'm going to get shafted by you watching this far into the video, and for some reason you see that like button down there, but you're not hitting it. I don't understand. I'm kidding. I would appreciate it though if you did hit the like button. I'm mostly just doing a bit of a bit there. But you know what isn't a bit? And I take this pretty seriously. It's today's sponsor, G Fuel. Look at that. A massive shout out to them. They do make some of the summons, or most of the summons we do on this channel possible. You know, summons. Oh, wait, hang on. It's do or die, but it's never throw me that let's fuse, you know? Is it so much to ask? Anyway, wait. I looked up and I wasn't paying attention. Am I getting something good, or did it just feel like screen cracking for literally no reason? Okay, cool. Sick. It's a buy, guys. A buy to me pulling anything good, huh? Cool. But more importantly, back to the sponsor, G Fuel. We're gonna give 2 shout outs to G Fuel today. One, because right now if you go to gfuel.com/nano, it will take you directly to the new One Piece collector's box for the man himself, Zoro. Which, by the way, the flavor on this one specifically, watermelon kiwi. This is a pre-order right now, so you can pre-order it. It releases question mark ... Sorry, live audience, you must wait with me for a moment while I pull this up. Damn it. It doesn't actually say right now in front of my face on the thing that I'm staring at. May. In May. And I'm very excited to get this one in. Now, I'm slightly a One Piece LARPer at the moment. Again, I've mentioned this a few times. There are true actual reactions. I have filmed a reaction to One Piece. Maybe one day it will see the light of day. That is in somebody else's hands. And then the second shout out, are you guys watching Boys? Season 5, how do you feel? A lot of people not feeling too hot in this most recent episode. But G Fuel is doing a collab with them as well. And you can get Compound V. This collector's box just looks sick, man. It's friggin' Billy and Homelander facing off. It comes with a really cool Compound V shaker cup. Anyways, collector's box, Compound V. Both of those you can use code Nano, save money on. Thank you guys so much. Thank you G for being sponsored. Thank you guys for picking that up. And that's pretty much all we got for G Fuel today. G Fuel, thank you for being sick, and thank you guys for using code Nano. I can't help but notice, even though we've been talking about the sponsor, you know, shouting out to, you know, really cool G Fuel flavors, new drops, pre-orders are up. I've pulled absolute fuck all. Cool, man. Tickets are so worth, dude. I don't get any closer to pity. Wait. Wait! No Zeno. No Zeno. But maybe it just didn't feel like giving it to me. I actually wasn't paying. Oh, what did I tell you? I brought this on myself. I foresaw this in the future. I knew this was coming because I happened to mention it. But at least it is something I can use, and it's not physical Goku and Piccolo that I have a need for them. I will say something I'm not talking about is that the non-reversal update, you know, while it shafted, you know, people like Truth, absolutely incredible. The update being able to just feed in characters without having to go farm them up and make them be an LR and all of that to be able to get the super tech feed in. That is sick. So because I pulled so many copies of them when their EZA dropped, I just fed in my 5 copies I pulled of them from pulling on Piccolo's banner, and I had an SA25 EZA Piccolo and Goku, and that was pretty cool. That aspect was pretty cool. Now, do I want to think about the amount of Dragon Stones I spent just so I could get a cool free Super Attack 5 bonus? Probably not, as I'm sitting on way too many Kais that I will never probably be able to use all of. But, you know, here we are approaching Dragonstone territory for the one and only Super Saiyan God Xeno Vegeta. Will we have to use Dragonstones today? I will not lie to you. I don't know if you've seen, this is where it ends. Goku says, apparently maybe you're gonna pull LR Super Saiyan God Vegeta. I don't know, man. Maybe we won't. Come on, man. I don't even care if it's uneventful. I mean, at least it's something. All right, we pulled banner unit Trunks. We've pulled 1 of 3. Obviously, you know, we would love to pull multiple of all these characters, but we'll take this. Okay, sick. Hang on, what does the Awakened art look like? Okay. I won't lie, this guy's super attack was very, very underwhelming. That guy's super attack was incredible. Like, you blink and you might miss it, to be honest. Like, if you blink at the right moment when you're watching that video where it goes from Toa and Mira to Trunks to Vegeta, like, you might actually just miss the Trunks' super attack. Anyways, but I'm glad that we have him, and you know, it is what it is. I can't believe we're this deep, and that was just our first copy of him, but we still take it nonetheless. Whew. Okay. Dang, man. Dude, the web store, interesting little update. I don't know how many of you guys use the web store. If you're a spender on this game, I don't see why you would purchase in game outside of, I guess, getting the bonus tickets. That's how we have so many tickets, right? Because you can do web store purchase and you can do in game. That's how I had 130 freaking tickets. Anyway, they're doing this new point system on the actual site, and while it's not like it's not like the craziest thing ever, I did get, let's see, I got 600 points, which gave me, okay, it gave me 10 large skill orbs, 20 medium, and 30 small. Then it gave me 15 guidance keys, which is, again, this is all really sick. Then it gave me another 30 large, 50 medium, and 100 small link skill orbs. And then I got 15 dragon stones. So that's pretty cool. And given the fact that how these summons are going, I'm going to get more. It's like their own built-in reward system, because now that, which I'm on iOS now, I was on Android for like the longest time, but I've been on iOS for it's actually how I've kept my two accounts separated, as I always kept JP on an Android device, and still have it on an Android device right here, my JP account right here it is, lying dormant, maybe to never be used again, really. But anyway, but the nice thing about back in the day, well, before we had this web store stuff, was purchasing everything through on Android, and then you get the Google Play points, and then you redeem those if you spend a gargantuan amount of money, and then you get some free stuff, right? And that was cool. So I guess this is their own like built-in system to sort of reward you spending on the web store, even beyond just it being much greater value than that of what is currently in the game. So like, it adds up. I do think, I've not looked into it because, again, I'm not a JP player anymore, but one day I was in call with Sauce and Slay, and they were sharing their JP web store with me, and I don't know if they've updated it, but I'll be damned if the conversion factor, right, from Japanese currency to US currency was insane, and they were saving hella money. Like, it was way cheaper for them to just stay on JP because of the conversion aspect. So anyway, yeah, but I'll still take being able to read my game, and we still have good, I guess, good in terms of what the game is. God, dude. Why? Why do I have no friends? Dang, man. Wait. Please, bro. Please. Come on, Xenoverse 2. Shout out Xenoverse 2, man. Oh. Don't shout out Super Saiyan Trunks in parentheses teen, bro. Don't shout out that character, man. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. This is literally my last tickets. Maybe I'm just not buying tickets no more. I like it because they come with the other things, right? You know, you're getting orbs, you're getting link skill orbs, like, you get a lot of stuff with it, but this sucks. This sucks. Why? Dude, I've had 2 back-to-back really bad experiences with these damn tickets, and I've got we've had a shit ton of them, dude, and nothing. Like, look at this. Look at this. I got 26. I got 26 to go to pity. Hang on, how much is pity right now? How much is pity for this guy? 300. No, dude, no. Oh, I got 300 dragon stones in a dream. Do you guys believe in my dream? Wait, it's do or die. Guess what, guys? You're wild. You don't get that reference? Go play some Dragon Ball Fighters, man. Oh my gosh. Wait, please. Yeah, man. Oh. Let's go, dude. Yo, I was like, actually, I'm not even kidding. 1 of 5. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, the GSSR, baby. Let's go. I preformed out the Super Saiyan God medals. Obviously not the brand new event medals, but I did that. Dude, look at this art. Dude, Vegeta is quite literally just telling you, man, if you didn't like it earlier, why have you not liked the video now? That's like look at him. Like the damn video. Josh. All right. Whew. All right. Wow. 300 Dragon Stones and a dream actually worked out. Okay, so here's the path that we're crossing now. This is a Dokkan Fest LR, right? So obviously Heroes collabs in the past, I would rainbow them. I'd rainbow every character. They could not get away from me. Of course, that was also a little different than this banner because those banners, you know, you're guaranteed. It was guaranteed featured, like on the GSSR. It was like guaranteed featured pull. And so while sometimes you could get shafted, like shafted on those banners for me was like to rainbow literally every character. Maybe took like 2,000 stones to rainbow every brand new character. That really wasn't that bad. And all in all. So anyway, all that to say, that is not the case here because this is a Dokkan Fest LR. I just have to believe that he's coming back. So I think my real goal, truly, obviously I also need Toa and Mira because I really do want to run like a crossover / Zeno team. Presumably we are going to get some pretty sick easy A's here. I got to actually link level some of those Zeno characters, but I don't think I have to rainbow him here. I think is the thing. I don't have to rainbow him here. Yo, Jayworth, what's up, man? How are you? Thank you for the 20 months. Have you pulled one yet? I had not. I have one. I have now. iOS, what's up? How are you? I feel like long time no talk. If you're still here, thank you so much. Missed you at Battle Hour, man. You should have come. It was energetic over there. Yeah, dude. Here's the thing. You will basically never, ever see me at a Battle Hour because I can just do my job so much easier from home. It's really unfortunate, but like a great example is Iron couldn't stream because the connection was bad, and then his reactions, even though he was there in person, like technically seeing it before I am, because there's, you know, in all of us, because there is still a bit of a delay to stream, he was still later than all of us that stayed home to get his reaction up, and that's just the way it is. So I would love to go. It'd be amazing to get to meet a lot of you guys and get to see you guys in person and just be there and experience the reveals in person. But it's just such a throw for content's sake, and like I would have so bad FOMO not being able to cover that shit like immediately. So all right, now here's the real thing. I have 150 stones and a dream once again to get Toa and Mira. Like, even if I was like, all right guys, we did it, we got the Vegeta, I still can't pack it up because I can't leave this banner without at least all 3 characters. Like, even if I wasn't really stuck on making sure Vegeta is 79%, which I mean, the banner could beat me down to a point to where I still don't do that if it's like really bad. But even if I really wanted to do that, like, and just bounce and just leave with the, you know, the 55 Vegeta, I couldn't, because I at least have to have Toa and Mira. I have to. I can't not have that character. So let's just hope we pull them soon. I would really like to pull that character very soon. Please. So I am live right now, twitch.tv/Nanogenix. And somebody asked my thoughts on Xeno 3 and specifically said, how keen are you on Xenoverse 3? I mean, well, first off, if you watch Key Moments, the podcast I've got with Dotto, we've talked about Xenoverse 3 a lot and what Xenoverse 3 could be and mean for years now on that podcast. And I really do believe in the fact that they're going to iterate a lot on what Xenoverse 2 is, and is going to continue to be for the next year as it sort of holds that space down, you know, until Xenoverse 3 actually launches. And we are getting one final DLC for Xenoverse 2 as well. That will almost certainly bridge us somewhat into Xenoverse 3. But I'm very excited for Xenoverse 3, right? I think Xenoverse 3 is going to be sick, and we don't really know much about it other than the fact that it is, you know, a sequel to one of the best Dragon Ball games ever made. You know, I don't like that game visually, and have been very vocal about that for a decade now, but I think what that game brings to the table in terms of just the pure raw content that it has is like insane, like genuinely astounding. In a recent podcast that technically has not went live yet, this will go up before that, Dotto actually mentioned, like, you know, a challenge almost to get into because there's so much content. He's like, which is harder to get into in 2026, Xenoverse 2 or Final Fantasy 14, just because of the expansions they have available. And obviously a bit of a joke, but there is so much going on with Xenoverse 2. Hopefully XV3 uses the sparking. You see, I would not want, they're not going to, right? Completely separate dev teams. And I wouldn't want them to, because I think that models can look better than Sparking Zero. B, because they're going to be obviously ongoing games at the same time, I would want them to have drastically different visual identities. So I wouldn't even want Sparking and Xenoverse to look the same. You can look it up. We have seen what Xenoverse is going to look like in game. It didn't necessarily blow me away, but it is not bad either. All right, man. This is about to get serious, ladies and gentlemen. Oh snap. Hang on. So close. You kidding me? Hang on. All right, bro. More stones. More dreams. Wait, dude. I feel like this trio happens more frequently than you would think. Is this actually a specific trio? Like, are they cruel and specifically put Trunks with the two people that technically ruined his entire life? Okay. So I need one more of this baby, and then we're done with that character. We need Toa and Mira, and we need 4 Super Saiyan God Vegetas. Could I maybe... Am I getting greedy? No, I'm not getting greedy. It's a gacha game. You can't really get too greedy when you're playing a gacha game. Could I maybe get another one in that multi? But I didn't. So now we're on to the next one. Please save me, man. I've not had to rewind in a long time. I think the last rewind I had was like 2 years ago at this point. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys are Nanogenix summon historians and you can tell me, but I honestly don't remember hang on. Whoa, what do we okay, so in chat right now we're talking about PS6 and new Xbox and what can they even do for a PS6 and new Xbox. Graphics have kind of peaked in the PS5 era. Okay, so here's the thing. Well, I'm not gonna say you're not somewhat right. Graphics have hit a level for me where, ooh, Trunks being a gentleman. Could my two favorite destroyers let's go. Oh my gosh. Yes, man. Yes. Am I freaking Daniel Bryan out here, bro? Let's go, dude. Let's go. Ah, dude. Thank you, Vegeta. Thank you, Vegeta, for not being Piccolo. What an absolute waste of my box and stones. I won't lie to you guys. I think I said this in the reaction, but if I didn't, I definitely said it when I got done. I was dead ass so sad when this guy got revealed, and I spent far too many stones on that Piccolo banner. And I want you guys to know, I did not pull, I never pulled a single copy of Piccolo. The only copy of that Piccolo and Goku in my entire box is the one I got from Pity. Like literally 2,000 stones worth. I would do anything to get back the like 1,200 stones that I did not need to spend so I could put them into this banner. I like, no joke. Anyways, so let's talk PS6 and new Xbox. What is the point? I will say the point on the PS6 is that if you guys haven't looked into it at all, there are heavy rumors. I mean, damn near all but confirmed. We are getting a portable PlayStation 6. And to even further do that, I don't know how often you guys play on a PS5, but there are some games getting these new pop-ups where they'll say like eco-friendly, and it has this like sort of leaf icon beside them, and it's not eco-friendly. It doesn't say that. It says like low power mode support or something like that. Either way, that they are definitely prepping games for a mobile PlayStation. Now, what is that going to look like? My guess is it's literally going to basically be this. You're going to be able to buy a version of the PlayStation 6 that is going to be able to go mobile, and then you're going to be able to dock it and play off of it as well. And then they are obviously still going to do a proper home console that'll have a little more juice to it. So anyways, that's one reason for a PlayStation 6 for sure, right? Like something that you can take with you and have your entire PlayStation 4, 5, and 6 library with you is sick, right? Could I get another copy of this, Vegeta, please? That'd be crazy. That would be really, really awesome. No, just his son that I don't really care about. Cool. So that's one reason. But as far as graphics, I feel like we always kind of feel like we peaked in graphics. I think a fantastic example. Not that we needed it. We did not need the Last of Us 1 remake. We did not. But it is a great example of like, we feel like we keep hitting these. We feel like we've hit this level, and you're like, how can it really get much better from that? You know, I remember thinking that as a, you know, playing PS3 and 360, right? Like, holy hell, like this, you know, these look insane. And then we got the PS4, and like you're playing like Infamous Second Son, you know, or playing Titanfall on Xbox, and you're like, bro, these visuals are insane, right? And then you get the PS5, and again, The Last of Us is a really good example of this, because we have a version of The Last of Us that, of course, was the initial launch on PS3. Then we have the remastered version of The Last of Us, which then came out on PS4, which looked better. And then we have The Last of Us remake on PS5 in 2022, well, not even 9 years after the original released on PS3. And like the graphic jump to each of those is pretty crazy. It's kind of, I mean, it's just, yeah. So we keep thinking we've hit caps, but like it can keep getting better. But I am also on your side in saying that like visuals have gotten so good that I don't need games to take 10 years in between for the sake of them just like looking at this point only marginally better, right? Like I would much rather play a sequel to God of War Ragnarok this year than because they're working on it being, you know, visually like so insane that I'm gonna play it 3 years from now, and that's like what, like a 7-year gap between, you know, between the God of War games. So like if we're seeking visual fidelity that is just so absurd that it is literally doubling like development time, it's just not worth it to me. But yeah, I think I will say I do think the PS5 era, the PS5 and Series X era have hit, like we got to the SSD era where now load times are crazy, right? You hop in a game in like seconds, man. Like it's nuts, you know. And graphics have hit a point where like, because we've had such few exclusives specifically this era, like they've not even utilized the PlayStation 5 to its fullest at all. This is definitely the first time, at least in my lifetime, where a generation has felt almost entirely pointless, which is kind of weird to say, but like we don't like, will I be excited? Specifically the mobile aspect of a PlayStation 6 is what will excite me the most. Like being able to play, because like I play a lot of games on my PlayStation. Like I'm still very much so like console gamer. I love my PC, I play games on my PC, but I like a TV setup still. Like I love to play games with a controller in hand, and I like a TV setup. Like it's just like being able to like relax and get away from my desk is just, I don't know, it's a great feeling. So I'm still very much so on the side that I still want consoles, but outside of the mobile aspect of a PlayStation 6 and being able to take my PlayStation games, my saves, and all of that with, you know, to go get in bed with it, or I don't know, while my kid is doing something else or watching something on the TV, I can just grab, which I can technically do that with the Portal, but anyway, you know, or going on trips, just being able to, you know, pick up a PlayStation 6 and just go with it. That sounds awesome, and that is the most appealing aspect of next generation. But do I feel like we need another PlayStation right now or another Xbox? No, not at all. Like not even a little bit. We'll go a little bit more. Why not? Well, we're not totally done. Let's see where I'm at on pity, actually. That's probably the most important aspect for me. We also haven't gotten Toa and Amira, which is kind of aggravating me only slightly right now. Damn. Okay, hang on. See how close we are. Yeah, so we do need to go just like a little bit further. Damn, I might have to leave this without Toa and Mira. I really don't want to, but also like please let them pop up in these next few. Okay. So we still don't have Toa and Mira, and we're not the pity yet. I won't lie. I've already said this multiple times in this video. I obviously don't want to leave this banner without Toa and Mira, but am I trying to break the bank for a side banner? I mean, like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Please let them pop up. Please let them pop up. We damn near they're pulling them right now is gonna feel about as hype as pulling like the actual so Nort hopped in chat with a 59 months, by the way. I appreciate you. But then said to warrant a PlayStation 6, it needs to be able to play 3, 4, and 5 games. So I think a lot of people are pretty familiar now with the 3 at this point. The 3 was a technical marvel of its time, right? The cell processor, it uses a very unique architecture, which that is a Rainbow Super Baby 2, well, Super Baby 1 technically, but it uses a very unique CPU architecture, which it has like these SPUs, and then it's like the main processor within it. It was multi-core, and it's still to this day like a very powerful processor, especially when you think back to the fact that the PS3 turns 20 years old. The PS3 is 20 years old this year, but it was very unique, and develop on it and to use it required developers to basically learn like an entire new way to code. And so that's why, like, initially upon the release of the PS3, you would see reports like the 360, like games ran so much better on the 360 because the 360 was a much more simple infrastructure that people were able to develop for, and their games, you know, ran easier, basically easier to develop for. But if you could take the full potential of the PS3 and understand how to, please for the love of everything, let this be Mira and Toa, and understand how to utilize those additional resources that CPU had, you can make a game run like insane, right? Like think of the Uncharted games, think of Last of Us, specifically of course exclusives, right? But even then, they only started really unlocking the full potential of the PlayStation 3 as it was like coming to an end and we were going to the PS4. And the PS4 adopted like an actual, if I'm not mistaken, an x86, like a easy, of course, I knew this would happen. Mentioned at the beginning, I just knew it happened. I knew it happened. I needed him until now. Didn't need him. Would do anything to trade that guy for a Toa and Mira. Dude. Anyways, this is a very long-winded way of saying we don't have PS3 capability, backward capabilities, because it was a completely different infrastructure. Now, there were rumors, you know, about them working with people to basically develop like a do it all sort of thing, because like they can port these games if they take the time to properly port them like individually, but the idea that you can just like plop an old PS3 disc in, you know, or re-download off of the PSN store and it just work out of the box, like that's not really possible because of them having to design it for a completely separate infrastructure of a console. So I'm saying all this because I just don't think we will ever, literally ever, please let this be him, see that unless we have actually finally hit the point to where these consoles, because right, I don't know if you guys emulate with PS3. I actually bought a Blu-ray drive and I've actually copied a ton of my PS3 games over and made copies of them to be able to play them on our PCS3, because you can run them like at 60 FPS and stuff, and it's really, really awesome. If they would ever adopt that, then maybe, right? And it would just be them emulating them. They would never probably run properly, like natively in a way, like a PS4 game basically runs like natively on a PS5. But I don't know. I think it's such a slim chance. And I think the other thing too, I don't know. I think the other thing too is that like, how often are people like, I think this is a feature that's going to cost them millions of dollars, if not more, that like, how often are people going to even use it? Like, I know so many people that have gotten rid of their PS3 games. I know that like, I'm someone who's kept them. I have all my PS3 games. I've actually collected more PS3 games as time has went on, because I I love physical collections. I love physical games. I love PS3. PS3 and 360 is my personal favorite generation. I think it's because it came out, you know, when I was a kid, and it was very critical years for me. And I got to play it before ever having a job, which is great. And you know, you just get to sink so much time into games when you're a kid without a job and responsibilities and all of this. And so like that console generation is incredibly special to me. But I just don't know how often even I would grab a PS3 game and put into my PlayStation 6 and play old PS3 games, even if that was a thing I could do, because there are so many new games that I still really want to play that I've not gotten to. Like I'm really deep into Death Stranding 2, like 45 or 50 hours into Death Stranding 2. That game is incredible. I love that game. That game is taking me a while just to get to the 45-50 hour mark. And then when I'm done with that, I'm like gonna finish Resident Evil 4 and play Resident Evil 9. And then when I get done with those things, like I've already got, you know, I'm probably gonna play Seros, and like there's just so many other games. Like I'm trying to, ooh, please. I don't even need it to be the God Vegeta. I need it to be who? Toa and Mira, baby. Let's go. But yeah, I would never foresee myself utilizing the backwards compatibility that much anyway, which I think is probably what they see, and they're like, are we really gonna sink all this money? And I wish they would. Again, I want to be, I'm just trying to be real with it. Are we gonna sink all this money for like basically under 5% of our user base to ever even use this feature? And the answer is, oh no, that means, oh my, bro, he's 90%. He's 90. Oh. No Toa and Mira, but we got 90% Super Saiyan God Vegeta, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, wait. Yo, wait. Ba 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 ba. Bum. There's no way, right? There's no way. What wallpaper is that? It's the one that we just got for Saiyan Day. Wait. Oh, snap. Sharks, I'm here to make a deal. I have enough dragon stones to finish out this rotation and do one more. Whatever happens, happens. And that's the deal. Here we go. Let's see. Come on, please. Please, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No way. Off of a solo Dolo 18. So because of pity and because we've pulled him 3 times, he's currently 90%. If we could get him one more time in a copy of Toa and Mira, I would be done. I would actually unironically just be done. Like I'm off the banner. Like why would I keep, I'm not the true DT. I'm not trying to rainbow side banner units. I would have liked, I will say, damn. I will say, damn. I will say, I do feel pretty unlucky that I've only gotten a single, like we did all those tickets. I've now done at least 1,000 dragon stones or more, and I'm not gonna lie, like kind of, you know, I don't know what's happening, man. Like, can I trade some of these babies and some of these Trunkses and Kales and all of that for like just some side banner units? Like, is that so much to ask? Dang. What G-Fuel Cup is that? I don't believe it is available anymore, which is really unfortunate because it's actually really awesome and I would plug it way more. But it is the Fallout one, bro. Hey man, that's why, again, G Fuel is a sponsor. That's why when I tell you guys like something's like going away, like the cell bundle, and you never know if it's going to come back, the cell bundle is still up right now. If you have not picked up the cell bundle, I would just recommend it if that is something that you think you would ever want, because it also comes with a stainless steel shaker. There is no fucking way. Anyway, it is this bundle right here that I'm talking about, Cell Saga G Fuel bundle. And it comes with the shaker cup. And at least right now while I'm filming this / streaming this, it is up. Can't say for how much longer it will be. Someone in my chat asked me about G Fuel. That's the only reason why I brought the sponsor back up a second time in the video. My bad. Also, I've spent a lot of Dragon Stones and just real money on this, so you know, never really hurts. Oh, okay. This is it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final rotation I may be doing on this banner. I cannot. I just like what since. Ooh, wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought. Okay. Anyway, I don't know what rationalization I would have to do in my head to keep spending money just for a side banner. But I do want them really bad. I do. Oh no. Three multis in a dream, baby. Please, man. Trunks, get out of here, man. You're not supposed to be here. I'm about to go Super Saiyan 3. Why are you here? Well, if they don't come back for a year, then I guess I'm just screwed. And I'll stare at my additional cash in my bank account that I have because I didn't go for a side binner. You know? Past what I've already done. I mean, what can you do, man? I'm giving it a try, bro. What else can I do? What do you mean? What am I gonna do if they don't come back? I guess I'm just gonna live with it. Sometimes you have to live with the choices that you make. I mean, not basically every time you have to live with the choices that you make. We just do the best to make you know, the best choices that we can, but you know, sometimes you have to make difficult choices, and in this case it's like, do I want more money in my account, or do I want, you know, the side banner unit? I mean, that's sick. That's bottom right path on Trunks. What isn't sick is that could have been them. Let me look at this banner one last time before I hang on. Yes. Okay, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Damn, it's only a 7 unit banner. I can't. This is the last. Oh, dude, no way. Imagine somehow this is like the lucky. This is the luckiest situation ever. Yo, Froggy, are you me for real? Froggy says Cell's flavor is really good. Don mix is all, dude. The Don mix is amazing. Straight up, this one is so good. But then yeah, Miami Nights is my favorite G Fuel flavor too. And Miami Nights is 100% my favorite flavor that G Fuel makes. And then it's probably Sage Mode right after it. And then it's probably one of these two right now, because Perfection is sick, dude. The Cell flavor is really good. What I've been doing is putting my creatine in with my G Fuel and drinking it while I live. Oh, dude. Wrong evil Vegeta, man. Wrong evil Vegeta. Ah. Let me look, man. Let me look. Let me look at this bullshit. Do. What just happened? Wait, I have more dragon stones, but that was supposed to be my last 3. Could this mean I should go even further beyond? Hey man, when I watched Daima, that's what I heard in my nostalgia bait scene that just decided to embrace the nostalgia bait, and it's actually really sick that they did it. Anyways, here we go. Here we go. Please. Take me away. What do you think, man? Take me away, though, man. How do we feel about that one? Take me away? No trunk. Please, bro. I don't even, like, I'm not kidding. I'm totally cool with 90% Vegeta. It's like, I just want the 2 of them. I just want the 2 of them, bro. Please. That's all. That's like quite literally the only reason that there are additional stones in my account right now. Please. Let's go! You just gotta keep going and going and going. Oh, dude. Let's go, man. Oh my gosh. Take me away, Dokkan. Let's go, baby. Oh, man. We did it. We did it, bro. Oh my gosh. Ah. Woo. All right, man. This is really it. We got both side banner units. I either walk away with a rainbow Vegeta or 90%. Either way, I'm happy. Here we go. Okay? So far, looking about how I'd expect. All right. I was just kind of feeling it off vibes, so I really wasn't counting, but I think this is it. Oh no, this isn't this. No, I was way off. My vibes were cool. Well, either way, listen, bro, we did the damn thing, and you can do the thing by clicking on this video right here. I absolutely appreciate you. You guys have a great day. Keep on keeping on. If you enjoyed this video, the like button. If you want more content like this, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys over here in this one. Bye. Damn. I spent way too much money, but damn, let's go. Ah. That was sick though, regardless. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Bum 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 bum. Oh, jeez, bro. Please, man. What are we doing? All right, why can't I kill, man? Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Dokkan posted videos about Xenoverse. I mean, makes sense. I mean, the fact they don't do these collabs more often is weird because, like, these are just literally, like, while they are games, they're also just, like, tunnels for marketing, so. Brother. Are we for real right now? There's no way. God, I gotta delete some shit, man. Do 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 do. There we go. Jeez. Wuthering Waves? Yeah, Wuthering Waves does have a good OST. Ah, okay. I do hate that you have to exit the game to be able to get that kind of stuff to like load in. Do 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 do. So OST is sick. What are you at on coins? I actually did not look, but it's a lot. It's enough for pity. Oh, snap. Little EX proc. Tough. Also tough. Let's go. It is really good. Goma is very good, yes. Wait, which one did I not complete? I'm Childverse category. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Who's that? Are you? Hell yeah, bro. Do 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 do.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, there's honestly just so much stuff going on. That's why I'm not going for anything beyond where we're at now. So I hate that the cyber units are only going to be 55%, but like, what can I? Like, I can't like go too much crazy. Yo, Lazy, thank you for the prime. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the prime. Why can't we choose which art we want? Yeah, I think that shit's really stupid. Well, I need to go look at something. Will this Vegeta ever come back? Yes, I think so, because it's a Dokkan Fest LR. But also, I would say yes. This, Nord is also correct. A safe bet of a Xenoverse collab happening again when Xenoverse 3 comes out. I would say very likely. Bum, 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 bum.
All right, let's do this.
Still chasing the Cyber units? Yeah, that shit sucks. Godspeed to him, man. Yeah, North's probably right. The ultravillain stuff, definitely, they're gonna probably build on that in some way. My man just hit. Oh, good. That shit is tough. I mean, yeah. Although they did not do anything for Sparking, but I guess Sparking didn't really have a game original character, so it didn't really make a ton of sense. I mean, besides the one thing that would have been a huge spoiler, so why would they do that when the game launched, right? Damn, if I were playing an actual stage right now, I would not be getting this lucky with these EXs, bro. Just straight up, I just would not be. Yeah, I don't. The only thing I can think of is that, like, I mean, I don't know. I actually genuinely don't. I don't know why we haven't gotten a shallot thing. It is very strange. Oh shit. I appreciate the raid. Thank you. My bad. Since like 2018 or something. It's been a hot minute though. How you been? I've been good, man. How are you? Dude, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why people are uptight. Like, if this is the replacement for Golden Wing, I think this is way cooler than like what we got last year, right? Especially with Kaioken Goku being such a whatever release, man. I've like barely ever used that character. I don't know. Actually, Nort, I'm not recording, but I am making a thumbnail. Ba 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 ba. Don't make me looking confident.
All right, let's do this.
I'm not making you looking confident. Although, man, nah, because I just used that, so no, I would not want to reuse that. Okay. Bro, I don't ever stream. There are no streams to make it to, man. I really just don't be streaming, bro. How come I don't multi-stream? Well, in this instance, I definitely sure shit am not, because this is going to be a YouTube video, right? So I'm not trying to like have that exist on the same platform that it's going to become a video. So anytime, like and maybe I'm weird for this, but I just like Twitch is for me is almost like insider type shit, right? I think I saw someone earlier ask, like, does he just do this to go live and record? Which low key is kind of what it's been for me a lot lately. But Shadow, I don't think you're alone in that. I've seen a lot of people feel that way. I'm really into getting my power. Like, I really want to hit 10 mil power level. So I two goals of mine are 10 mil power level. I'm not trying to do that 20 mil shit that Truth's working our almost 30 mil at this point, but I want to do 10 mil power level, and I want to link level 10 every like main character in my box. So those are like my two goals. Now once I've done that, like, then maybe, you know, I'll feel a little less whatever, but for right now, the goal and like the link leveling and everything and all of that for me is enough that I've been playing more Dokkan than really any of the other mobile games. I've not been, well, I'll say this, I still play Legends.
Let's do this.
But I've probably had Dokkan open more than Legends. I get asked about nanotech so much. I genuinely it makes me feel blessed. I really do want to upload more over there. I just have been, I just same old boring answer as every other time. I've just been busy, man. As much as that sucks to be like the thing that I'm saying. I have just dead ass been busy. Missed the vlog and gym time videos. That's some deep cuts, bro. I think the last video I did kind of like that was like 6 years ago. It got super stale. Hey man, more power to y'all. To be honest, like I think that these games are really good about getting you latched onto this idea of FOMO, and really good about sort of like you've grinded it for, it's like almost become a part of your life, like in a way, and you like get so attached to it because you're like, I've played this game for like 5 years, I can't not play it, you know. Yeah, I don't know. It is, I won't lie, like it's funny you say that, Nort. I've had what I feel like are some like really interesting videos that just went almost nowhere in the community. I do think the community is, I don't know, I just don't think the community is almost even looking for like, I know this is not where you're going with that, but I don't think the community is even necessarily looking for creative ideas. Like the community is so set in its ways, so set in what is expected of every release, that this might sound crazy and I would not want anyone to take the wrong way, but I actually think you'd almost be wasting your time to put like a creative idea out there like Dragon Ball Z Dokkan, but I have to bench press to summon. I think you would be better off putting that into almost any other thing, putting that effort. Like this community really wants to see unit showcases, summons sometimes, and animations, like and then news. Like I would say that the staples of this community at this point are news, animations, showcases, summons. And if I ranked those, I would say at this point, unironically, probably showcases, animations, news, summons, honestly. But I think because the thing is, I think this will change when Dragon Ball comes back, because I think we'll get new people in the door. But right now the community on this game is just old. I don't think you're really seeing too many new people on Dokkan. Like it still is happening because the game is still massive, but it's not to the extent that it was like in 2017 and 2018 and 2019 and 2020, I'm sure, for sure, right, with everyone stuck at home. But like, I mean, there's a reason that they don't tout download in celebrations anymore, because they're not doing this like through the roof numbers on downloads anymore. And so because of that, the community is just very big but very in their way, and I just think that's I don't know. Thoughts on this replacing Golden Week, but instead of the typical dual Dokkan Fest, they release another LR Supervillain Rose next week. I don't think they'll release anything next week. I don't think we get anything next week. I think that's OD as fuck if we do, because like in April you're telling me that we're gonna get, well, let's say they do your idea. So in April we're gonna get 3 Dokkan Fests, 2 of which were Dokkan Fest LRs and a Yellow Coin LR. That's crazy. That's too much to me. Yeah, kind of. You know, another thing too, like 100%, 1,000,000%, by the way, the sync was not good for YouTubers, because JP was almost like a private server in and of itself. No, I'm fully on board that this is definitely replacing Golden Week. Yeah. But also, and I think True said this in his video all the time. He says this all the time, but like, old game's old, right? Like, this game is old. Like, this game's old. It's gonna make, it's not like things grow, and they hit a peak, and then they either plateau or they fall. And like, there is definitely a world where this game could grow again, but it's gonna like require Moro and Granola and Black Frieza and like shit like that. You know what I mean? Dude, yeah, I mean, say Sarah, bro. Yeah. Dude. Yeah. Being 6 months ahead was like the best thing. Like, this is no shade to those YouTubers that managed to lock in and stay true to global, and I absolutely respect them for doing it. But being a YouTuber and not maining JP for Dokkan specifically, it made zero sense to me. Truth used to double dip. I mean, hell, I did. Well, yeah, dude, I did too, bro. I'd go back in and summon. I would drop all the characters in one video. Like, dude, I'd double dip the shit out of that. Hell yeah. Not like for every release, but I would for the big stuff. Absolutely. The anniversary. Absolutely, man. Yo, what's up, Josh? Welcome to the stream. The Dokkan Discord server kind of pops off, but there's a lot of rage baiters and what feels like a bunch of kids. They probably ain't kids, man. Truth was to say this kids thing, and I know there will be people that's like, well, Nano, I'm a kid. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I just don't think Dokkan is appealing to friggin' like kids. Like Dragon Ball is just, I don't know. Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Like, I think most people, I think the median age on Dokkan has got to be over 25. Like, it's got to be over 25. My kids sometimes watch me play, but like, it don't get me wrong, like they want to. I don't really let them because gotcha game, but you know, obviously if my kid, which we are very strict with devices, but like if my kid had free reign on my device, he's not picking Dokkan, dog. He's getting on Lego Fortnite, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he is not playing Dokkan. Like, mobile gaming has just come so far, right? Like, you can play Honkai, you can play Genshin, you can play Genshin, you can play Legends, like, you can play so much shit. You can play Naruto Storm, dog. The entire Storm 1 game is on mobile. Like, there's so much stuff you can play. It's like genuinely insane, dude. It's insane how far mobile gaming has come since Dokkan released 11 years ago. The mobile landscape is just so different. It's just like, you have all this shit available to you. Origin, yeah. Fire Streak is not wrong. Your kid wouldn't play Dragon Ball Z Candy Crush? Probably not. No, I mean, they like looking. I'm certainly going to. Nor they like looking at it, and they're always interested in it because we play like sparking and stuff, and a little bit of fighters. But that's about as far as it goes for them. Bana. Want to do / be in videos? Well, one is like, here, let's kill the game really quick. Hang on. So we can actually see our Dokkan Awaken section. One is 3, so like no. The 8-year-old thinks he does sometimes. And honestly, like, I would not mind him being in some. I would show him on camera, but like I would let his like voice probably be in the video. But YouTube be weird with that kid shit, and I'm not trying to have like my whole channel be like, I don't know. Just because I featured like my son one time, they're like, oh, this is children's content. Like, what? No. Because he is actually funny. Like, my kid's funny. Like, my kid is pretty quick with shit, and he'll like, dude, he roasts me and his mom like from time to time, and it is funny. Like, he can get genuine laughs out of me, man, and her. And so I do think he would actually be very funny in content. But you know, I feel like I've just done this for so long now. Like, it is crazy. Like, I cannot believe I've done this as long as I've done it. It's like nuts. It doesn't even make sense to me. And basically the reason why I don't vlog as much, or have not vlogged either, is like I kind of got like to a point where I was like, I kind of want a bit of like separation in a way. I didn't even intend on that happening, but somehow we managed to perfectly end on the exact medals that we needed. That's crazy. Damn, I'm sorry, Nort. That's a deep cut. I mean, not so much now because it's talked about in a video. But nah, he probably, I mean, if I'm still doing this by the time my kid is like, I mean, I assume I will be, but you know, when my kid's like 16 or something, 18, and truly make like a real decision on his own of like if he really wants to be in a video or not, and wants to be in a video, sure. But as he's like still like a kid, nah, I'll probably never have him in a video, honestly. I still ever play League. I've not touched League in about a year, 8, 9, 10 months, something like that. Yeah, it's just what, dude. I'm someone that we got this squad channel, so I play like some kind of different game, like at least pretty much once a week. So I do those games with those guys, and we hang out for a bit and stuff. And so that kind of like hits my like multiplayer sort of you know, kind of bug. And I really like killing my backlog. Like I really like trying to like tackle my backlog. So that's why I play a lot of Death Stranding. And so when I have gaming time, like I'm kind of just like chipping away at Death Stranding's insanely long gameplay, or length of game for me anyway. So the short answer of it is no. I don't really play League because I'm not in a multiplayer mood right now. And when I am, I'm probably just playing with my friends, and they are not playing League. Like, I don't really have any friends that play League anymore, honestly. Wait, Quivering, I just answered you, by the way. No, I'm not playing Brogmod. I don't really have any interest in that game, honestly. I don't know why, but I don't really have much of an interest in that game. I do really want to play RE4 though. RE4 and RE9. Trapped in League since 2010. I mean, yeah, dude. My basically every single night, and in college I neglected like so much shit just to play League with my friends, and every night until basically, I'm not like, I kid you not, the only thing that broke my League addiction was my addiction to YouTube. Like straight up. Like I stopped playing League as much so I could make YouTube videos. Because like before I went full time in 2018, basically started at late 2015, started uploading Dokkan same day of 2016, and once that happened, I just started putting so much time and effort into YouTube that it like basically zapped all my free time. I remember 2017. I don't remember 2017 very well at all because I basically didn't hang out with friends anymore. My days were literally go to work, go to the gym, come home, eat dinner with my wife, which was definitely way different than it is now because we didn't have a kid, so we weren't on like the same structure. So we just ate whenever I'd get home from the gym, which who knows when that is, right? Going to the gym after work at like the busiest time possible. We would eat, and that is the only time I would spend with my wife all week, because I would then go work on YouTube videos after that because I was releasing daily content or sometimes multiple videos a day, and I just literally did not see my wife ever. It's actually genuinely just even strange to think about. She watched so many movies that year. Like she was fully in on like, you want to do this thing, and I literally just I gave up playing game. I literally just worked out and did YouTube, and that was it. That was like my entire 2017. Yo, later, Froggy. I appreciate you so much. I've not played E33, man. No. It's on the bucket list. Maybe I'll get to it one day. We went about 100 over. Is you in the other unit that just released? Yeah, he's free to play. I actually don't know how I want to build this guy up. Cool. Thought we were gonna hold you. I actually don't know what the best link level stage is right now with those additional stages being added. You think if X33 wasn't leaked? No, because here's the difference between Sparking 0 and XV3. Because XV3 makes sense. Yeah, I agree with you, Nort. The being able to just like do that right there, right? Because like the process before would be you would get him to a UR, then you have to leave the growth screen to then go into the hypo system to then add your characters in. Then you have to go back to the growth screen and do all of that. Instead, I can just stay on there. Like, the next thing is to just how you can do all your EZA shit at the same time. The next step is just allowing you to do everything at once, right? I just click on Vegeta and it auto trains and auto awakens everything in one press of a button. But back to yours. If you no, the thing is X3 just made sense. Going back to a series that they had not touched in 17 years, and they had attempted Burst Limit since then, Raging Blast since then, Xenoverse, Battle of Z, Fighters, Kakarot. You know, there's all these other different games that they had attempted. So to all of a sudden be reviving a series that is a fan favorite, you know, it just didn't even seem like possible. So I think regardless of the leak or not, I mean, I was a believer in Project 1000 being XV3 too, you know, so I didn't really need the leak. So no, I don't think there was no way for the XV reaction to ever hit a cultural reaction and such a visceral reaction to Budokai Tenkaichi coming back. You know, that was something that like hit on another level for like many people, especially just because it being 17 years out. I don't know, it's crazy. Are you not going to use the link skill orbs? You know, I probably should, because I have a shit ton of them. You're probably right, I probably should, because I've got a ton that are just for these like earlier link levels. I don't know, I just like doing it the old-fashioned way for a little bit. I don't like relying too much on skill orbs, especially because I'm trying to like basically min-max link leveling as much as I possibly can. But yeah, no, I don't think XV3 in any world is hitting that peak reaction for people in the same way that we had with Tenkaichi. It's not possible, unfortunately. JP Global the same. What happened to your JP account, or is this your JP account? No, my JP account just sits right here on this. Nothing happened to it. Just chills that right there. This is my global account. I was not looking. It had it. There was a KO. Sorry, I'm making a thumbnail. Sparking Zero wasn't expected at all. I got you. Now, how about the launch itself? I think, dude, it's so interesting because people bring up Sparking Zero sells figures, which I don't think we've seen the most recent. Let's just Google it really quick. How many copies has Sparking Zero sold? 5.4 million copies as of March 31st, but it hit like 3 million in the first 24 hours or some crazy shit. So it's like everyone that wanted to buy that game bought that game immediately. I am certain it is probably sold probably close to like 6 mil at this point, which is a very successful game, you know, especially given the fact that they had DLC and offered an ultimate pack that was like $100. Like they made a killing off of that game, I'm sure. But I think the heights that Xenoverse 3 can reach, especially given the fact that it's probably going to be coordinated in some way. So similarly to Sparking Zero being coordinated with Daima, Xenoverse 3 will probably be semi-coordinated with the Moro arc. So, I mean, having an ongoing anime that people actually care about, right? Like Daima is just not an anime that people were going to care that much about. It was more for like the true core Dragon Ball audience, but like people want to see the next thing. They don't want to see like this in-between thing, right? They want to see the next thing, aka Moro, right? Things that up the stakes, blah, blah, blah. And so all that to say, because of, I think, where Dragon Ball's popularity will be when this game launches, this game will probably have a much higher ceiling. However, do I think it beats 3 million copies in 24 hours? No. Because I think that while Xenoverse is really popular, I think it will just, I think what it's going to do, it's more evergreen. I think Sparking Zero had the people, it had it there, they locked in for day one. It's kind of like, if you guys have looked at like Switch sales, they had to actually, because Switch 2 sold so well in the first few months, like I think it's the fastest selling console literally of all time, like in terms of adoption rate immediately, but it fell off of like a cliff, and they've had to actually bring back and lower their expectations of copies sold, because I think people were like, the people that love Nintendo and love their Switch were like, well, yeah, this is an obvious immediate upgrade, but it is actually like went more like this. I think that's kind of what Sparking Zero did. Sparking Zero went, it's like everyone that knew and wanted to play it got it and wanted to play it immediately. And now, because there's not a whole lot of like super crazy replayability to that game, it's just kind of like done like this. Whereas like the Xenoverse series is sold, we know, at least between the two games, over 10 million copies plus, right? And so I think Xenoverse is just going to do this. I don't think Xenoverse is going to do this and beat Sparking Zero immediately. I think it's just going to be a nice steady incline, and it will, I think, outsell Sparking Zero in the long run. I don't think it's gonna do more than Sparking Zero immediately, just because again, Sparking Zero just had such a like crazy mass appeal of years and years and years of a fandom that had just like grown to, you know, love Budokai Tenkaichi 3. And even if you never played Budokai Tenkaichi 3, you probably heard about it and you wanted to know what the hype was about. So, anyways. Yeah, see, Nora, that's what I'm saying. I think Xenoverse, I think Xenoverse is going to do really well. I just don't think Xenoverse is going to have that day one motion, but I could be wrong. What's up, Classy? How are you, man? Saw your Raleigh characters. I'm jelly. I do not have all of them, no, because so fun story on that. They came back pretty quick. If you guys were around, they came back fairly quick, and I just assumed they would come back a decent amount, so I didn't worry about getting all the characters period on either version. And I swear to you, I pulled, it's either Blue or Tau, and then accidentally fed them in on total like accident, and I don't have them now, but I did pull them at one point. One thing that really sucks, like really sucks, is I did not awaken a Raleigh. I did not awaken a Raleigh on global. She's awakened on JP. I do not have her awakened on global, and if you guys aren't aware, you cannot do the Raleigh event. Never say never, because I think this game is going to be around for a long time, but my hopes of ever seeing a Raleigh back in this game are slim to none. So, yeah. Which one do I actually think Dokkan will go? I mean, dude, now that the anime is coming back and we're getting a remaster or enhanced version of original Super, I mean, dude, this This game, I will not be surprised to be playing this game at 45 years old, man. This game has probably got another, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years. Like, who knows, man? Is it too ambitious? I don't know. I think it really depends on how well they sell the game. I think it 100% depends on how well they sell the game. Like, does it look like it's really delivering? Like, how in depth is Xenoverse 3? Like, that's really where we're gonna be at. If this game looks like, holy shit, they nailed it, right? Because we got away from this, you know. You have to remember, Xenoverse 1 came out in 2015. Xenoverse 2 came out in 2016. It came out like 18 months later. And that was kind of the cadence we were used to. We were used to these like literally yearly releases from different devs. I mean, Dragon Ball like is not talked about as much in the way Call of Duty is, but Dragon Ball games were on that Call of Duty life cycle, bro. Like, we got one yearly. Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, like that shit. And that's why they were mostly like half-baked. Like, these games were so half-baked because it's not, you can't, I don't know. Like, you can't develop a game that fast. Like, the deadlines were insane. So now that we're here with XV3, and I don't know if you guys have looked, but they're like, based on some stuff people looked at in the Steam database, Xenoverse 3 has apparently been in development, potentially, at least since 2021, right? And of course, Akira's name is attached to it as well. Which Akira Toriyama's name is probably gonna be attached to, I mean, it inevitably will because it's Dragon Ball. But A, we don't know how many drawings he's just sitting on, right? That guy was probably doodling like left and right, bro. He probably has so many drawings of original characters that there are enough drawings sitting somewhere in a vault that will outlast all of us. Literally all of us. We will all be like dead in the dirt, and there will still be, from the mind of Akira Toriyama, never before seen characters. I'm not even playing. I will literally, if I make it to 80 years old, I will probably be 80 years old watching a reveal for a Dragon Ball game, and they're going to somehow have this character we've never seen before. Like, straight up. Probably because he probably just, I mean, again, he probably just doodled. Like, I can't even imagine what they're sitting on, dude. Anyways, all that to say, they've been working on this game since 2021. We for sure know it had to have been before Akira passed away in 2024. So I mean, this game has been being worked on for a really long time. This has been having like much more, development put into it than a typical game that we would get from them. Similar to that of like Sparking Zero, which I also think was a little underbaked as well. And slowly, being hitting its proper, serving temperature, right? Like, I think they pulled that shit out of the oven at like 130 degrees when it should have been like 170, and we're slowly getting there with all the things they're adding and updating and everything like that. So if Xenoverse 3 drops, it's well done, properly baked, has a ton of features, a ton of gameplay, a ton of all this shit, then I think it could sell really well. 5 million is a pretty crazy ass though. I mean, 5 million copies is like, that's a lot of copies of a game, dude. And I don't know if XV has got that motion. XV, it'll hit that. I think XV3 will probably sell 10 mil copies. I just don't know if it's doing it in the first week. I stopped believing they're an original character from Toriyama shit that they keep pulling out of nowhere every... Dado and I talk about this all the time, and like, it is obviously a sensitive topic because obviously we, respect Toriyama beyond belief. I mean, it's just God amongst men sort of a person, but like, they're going to say that every time because it does mean something to people. And, is it real? We don't know. Like, I do believe all of this is real, and I think he, I think that he clearly liked telling stories, and he clearly liked telling stories that were more unique, and games did allow him to do that, but I don't know. I don't know, Nor. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll find out in a year and a half. I will say this, Nor. Go look at XV3 reactions. Go look at XV3's launch trailer and compare that to Sparking Zero. That's not always one-to-one, obviously, to sales, but it is a very drastic difference across the board. I would have much more than just 50 hours in the game. I mean, I have 100 plus hours in Sparking Zero. I'm probably closing in on 150 at this point too. Like between playing it for the plat, playing it for videos, playing it for fun, playing it with friends, playing it with my kids. Yeah, I'm pretty. That game's great, man. I think people are extra harsh on that game. And like I'm all for like wanting more from devs, you know, especially when you do feel like you're getting an underbaked product, but I think people are a little extra harsh on that game specifically. Nah, dude, it's not. But I actually am not even meaning Iron in this situation. That's the thing that Iron for some reason can't grasp and understand. Dotto gets it, thank God, but like I think most people get it. Like that game is literally has been the internet's punching bag for a year and a half. Like the joke started almost immediately about like wasting $110 on the Ultimate Edition. Like almost immediately the jokes started writing themselves. Like I was getting shit from people that weren't even close to our Dragon Ball sphere that were tweeting that or saying that or real TikTok, whatever, right? About wasting money on Sparking Zero. Just because Sparking Zero, again, that just built up this insanity. Yeah, but dude, I think the other thing too, Nor, is that like people like to use that Yura comparison a lot. How many people are watching a reveal that far past? Like unless it's used as an ad, because I sometimes see people be gassing up like Legends views on shits, and I'm like, dude, those were uploaded to the Bandai channel, and then they push those as an ad. People were getting those as an ad, and ad views count. So like that's why that thing has like 50 million views or something. But in this case, Sarah, and I was saying that it's probably not necessarily 1-to-1, but in this case, I would say most of those views probably happened. Like, I mean, you could view stats it if you could find it on view stats. You could see how many of those came in and compare the 3-day viewership mark. But I would be willing to bet a lot of the viewership came out. Did you? Yes. And so quivering, that is because those are used as ads. Legends ain't got that motion, man. Those are ad videos. Those are being played before other YouTube videos or as mid rolls or whatever it is. That's why that has so many views, right? Yeah. That is not actual Legends motion or Dragon Ball motion. Them shits are ads. Yeah. There's not 40 mil people watching those reveal things like that. Otherwise, like when they were doing proper reveals, like them things would have like so many more views. But I think even beyond that, like look up like Dion Sparking Zero shit. Look up Dotto. Look at me. Look up Rhyme. Look up anybody, and then compare it to the XV3 stuff. I think it's just. So Sarah also has a point there too. The trend stuff, yeah. Sure, let's do it. Google trends. Xenoverse 3. Explore. Okay. Now we want to compare that. To Sparking Pro. Hang on. I'm gonna do Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Unironically, you're not even gonna want to see. You're not even gonna want to see this, dude. Yeah, it compares it on like a scale of 0 to 100, and even right now, with the reveal of Xenoverse 3, the interest in Sparking 0 is still technically across Google Trends higher than XV3. And that's just a generic Xenoverse. Oh, dude, yeah, it's not even. Oh, yeah, dude. All right, hang on. Yeah, this shit don't even hardly register, man. It's not even fucking close, Nord. Bro, it's fucking coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb, bro. Holy shit. I'm gonna try some other shit here. Budokai 10 KG4. Universe 3. Yeah. It's really way. Yeah. Like the peak. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. The interest in Sparking 0 is just through the roof. Yeah, and Nora, I'm not trying to like. Yeah, and view stats is also weird too, right? Because it's like not technically, you know, official. I'm not. You're not. I don't think it's going to be too terribly far off. I think Xenoverse is going to sell well. It's just the cultural impact of these two games are just completely different. That's all. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't show it on screen. It would require me to make a whole new scene. And, like really fucking late. Anyway, thank you guys for the follows. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm gonna end right there, man. Have a good night. Try to hang out some more. We got with Balvin. He's playing Tomodachi Life. I actually do kind of want to play this game. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me though. Thank you guys for rocking with me and shit. We're gonna be live again. Have a good night. Have a good day. Show Balvin some love and see you guys next one. Bye.